Hello, welcome to another episode of the No Rules Podcast. I'm Aaron Hilton, as always, joined by my man Malik Smith. Malik, what's going on, man?
What up, man?
Malik, let's talk a little bit about conference tournament week, the week that was. What's your biggest storyline? I don't know if it's a team or if it's a player. What's the biggest thing to come out of conference tournament week?
I'm going to be totally honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of bored. It was kind of whack to me. Yeah. I don't get it. All these years I've been watching college basketball, and it just dawned on me after explaining college basketball to my mom that, like, you play a regular season that really doesn't matter at all because all you have to do is win your conference tournament and you get in. Or play well enough if you're on the bubble to get in. So it kind of, like, hit me after, several years that, like, this is really stupid. It's kind of a dumb format. And some teams kind of got left out. You see Syracuse got left out. And, I mean, to me, they were a pretty exciting team to watch. I'd like to see them play. You see a lot of teams that had great seasons that I think will go pretty far. I think, we all know that the star names and the star teams. Right. I expect to see some familiar teams in the round of 16, 8, and whatnot. So
yeah. I actually do agree with you. I think the season's too long. You could either start it a month later or really, like, is there a December game that mattered? Honestly, no. Like for all of that
I guess if you didn't make it in, probably. But,
yeah.
Honestly,
for the Syracuse fans in the world, I guess the first half of the season does kind of matter. But like, if you really, really want to think about it, do the first 2 months, the November, December months of the college basketball season, do they really matter? Because all you talk about in those November, December months is it's still early. These teams are still trying to figure it out. I think if you really look at those first 2 months of the season, I don't know how much of that you actually need. You probably cut at least a month or maybe 10 of those games off. Not really necessary.
Yeah.
That being said, super excited to see some of the things that happened. I think you look at the DeAndre Burton dunk from Iowa State. That was crazy to see. It's always fun looking back at our alma mater and seeing, the Lady Pirates winning. Big shout out to the Lady Pirates.
Yeah,
going dancing again.
You know what I'm saying?
Coach 6, 6 rings. You know what I'm saying? Out here getting it, Lady Pirates gang.
Left and right hand, Robert Horry out here, baby.
You know what I'm saying? Rock the blue and white cuss. Beat the number 1 seed too.
You already know what it is.
They know what time it is.
It's like yo,
Dynasty.
We want to get it. It must be March.
Must be 2017.
Yeah. Y'all bad.
Do got high hopes for our Hampton Pirates. They're the men's team. They're a young team.
Yeah.
Still
learning. We're back-to-back champs. You know what I'm saying? You can't win it.
We can't win it 3 times in a row. Coach, you know what I'm saying? Coach Buck got to give them other people an opportunity to make it to the tournament. And you know what? This NC Central team is really good.
They're really dope.
So,
can we talk about the fact that every time an HBCU team makes it, or at least a team out of the MEAC makes it, they always get the 16 seed and they always have to play
they played some really great games during the regular season, during like the preseason period, I guess you would call it, against non-conference teams.
Yeah, Central knocked off Missouri.
Yeah, they knocked off Missouri. What did they played what, Middle Tennessee State to like a three-point game or something like that?
They played Ohio State pretty tough too. I mean,
they also Ohio State by like 4 points, something like that.
I definitely feel like there's a bias when it comes to like, this team played 100%. Really hard against these good teams, but like when it's like a super low conference, according to the experts, they really don't give them any kind of credit for having decent games, good wins here and there. Like 100%. It's really tough to schedule out of your conference when you're not in one of these major conferences.
I couldn't agree more. We're not asking for much. This is, I believe, a 20-win team who won the conference tournament outright, won the regular season outright. They played a really great non-conference schedule and played a lot of really good high major teams. Very tough. We're not asking for a 3 seed. I'm just saying
maybe the 6 seed against the best team all the time.
Maybe you don't always have to be in the play-in game when you win the MEAC. Like perhaps you can show some respect for a team that played a good non-conference schedule, did well in this non-conference schedule. It's one thing to schedule the games, but to actually come out and perform. And I don't know how many high major teams who are kind of on the bubble who will want to see the North Carolina Central next November. They're not probably going to be booking them on the schedule. Though, because they're not just a guaranteed win. So teams like that, I'd like to see get a 14, maybe at least a 15 seed. But now, Malik, let's get into our picks for the Final Four.
Yeah.
Who do you got right now making to your Final Four?
I got Villanova.
Okay.
I got Kansas. I got Kentucky.
Oh, interesting pick.
And I got Notre Dame.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm not one of these hype beasts that's going to be out here like, New Carolina, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to get that here.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what you got. But you're not going to get that here. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to go pick the favorites. You know what I'm saying? we really do our bracketology out here. You know what I'm saying?
So you value being wrong. We're going back to old prediction, Malik. Back when we was making hot takes. That's all I heard was blah, blah, blah.
I'm sorry, Atlanta.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is one of those things where like, you take your fault like head on because you think it's like noble. It's not noble.
Hey man,
it isn't noble. I'm here to let you know. When you wrong, you just wrong.
I'm out here with my picks, baby. You know what I'm saying? Banging on my chest.
Okay. For my final four, first of all, I got Kansas coming out of their region.
Okay.
I really love this UCLA team. I have them coming out of their region, so it'll be a Kansas UCLA.
Okay.
It'll be a Kansas UCLA matchup. And then on the left side of your brackets, I have obviously the Duke Blue Devils. I have them coming out of that region. And then it was real tough for me to pick in that fourth and final region, but I think I'm gonna go with Arizona. So let's get into our final topic of this NCAA tournament discussion. Let's talk about the team/players who can really gain the most from a deep NCAA tournament run. Like what team or what player can really show you the most, has the most to win or lose from this NCAA tournament coming up?
For me, I'm surprised Lonzo Ball.
Okay.
We all know he's leaving, you know, so he's definitely going to the league after this season.
Wait, is he entered? He's entered the draft?
There was a rumor.
What does his father have to say about all this?
I don't know. He's quiet.
Yeah. you don't hear much from
he's
dad.
He's a stone-faced, Stonewall kind of guy. Nah, we know Lonzo Ball's out of here. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to him. I mean, every team seems to want him. The Lakers trying to get him. You know what I'm saying? You know,
you let his dad tell you he's number one overall pick to the LA Lakers. So you know,
yo, Duke can hoop. And I think that this is going to be his opportunity to showcase himself on the biggest stage because, you know, it's been all of this talk leading up to this point. So it's like, okay, what does he got? And we know he's got talent, but this is you playing against the absolute best in the high pressure situations. We'll see what he has. And this, I think, will definitely roll over into his NBA career, you know, going through all of that stuff. But this is his opportunity to show it.
Hard to argue against Lonzo Ball, but honestly, for me, he's already proven it. For me, any team that's looking for a guard that's picking, even if, matter of fact, even if you're not looking for a guard, if you are drafting number one overall, miss me with that Markelle Fultz shit. Like, are we really going to continue to reward players for not making it to the tournament and for seemingly quitting on their team early? I mean,
like Ben Simmons.
Far be it from me. My Sixers drafted Ben Simmons, and I was big into the Brandon Ingram camp, not just because I thought he was going to be a better player, but just because
it seemed like a better fit.
His team made it into the tournament. He was playing good basketball, and I think there has to be something to be said for affecting a winning culture.
However, I can't put one team being trash all on one guy. That's my point.
I'm just saying I don't want my number one overall pick to be missing the NCAA tournament. That's all that I'm saying. Like, and especially not in back-to-back years. But that's just me. But for my player that can gain the most from this, and it's a player that's coming off a hot streak from the ACC tournament. I teased it a little bit earlier. I think that Jason Tatum, absolutely at this point right now, if you had the draft tomorrow, I think you would find very many teams that's looking for that swing player. If anybody is taking a non-point guard, once Markelle Fultz and Lonzo Ball off the board, if you're taking anybody other than Jason Tatum, you just haven't been watching college basketball. I just think he's
no Malik Monk.
100%. Well, no, I was actually going to get to that.
Okay.
Malik Monk is another guy that could definitely improve the draft stock, but if I had to choose one, I would say Jason Tatum. He can solidify with a good run and good play. He can solidify, I think, the 3 spot, and maybe even take, make an argument for being a number 2 pick. Like if you're going to Lonzo Ball 1 and Jason Tatum number 2, but Lonzo Ball's got to be number 1 overall.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm fired up now for the tournament. Like I said, I was a little bored with the conference tournament.
I'm picking excited. Look who welcome to the party.
I'm really excited because I'm like, okay, fine. Now we actually get something that means.
Feel free to be one of the millions of
games gotta matter, baby.
Unpopular opinion alert ass. Like, are you serious? Oh, I was bored by the conference tournaments. You weren't bored by the whole regular season, but the conference.
I was bored by that too, to be honest.
It's just ridiculous. It's
too many games, man. Make it matter, people. Make it matter.
But yeah, so you got our final 4 picks. We'll be updating throughout the NCAA tournament on our social media. Please follow @NoRulesPod on Instagram to see what Malik and myself have to say about our picks to be champion as we get closer to the moment in truth when Malik has to eat crow for his terrible Final Four picks. You all know what's coming, but it'll be interesting.
Right, baby.
You won't be right
Maybe.
at all. No, that's fine. You can go back to sleep. More college basketball.